142 once again with NASCAR Heat 2! And in this episode of our season with Kyle Larson's number 42 Target Chevrolet, we are going to be completing race 26 of 36 at Chicagoland Speedway, which is going to be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 400, which is the first race of the playoffs, the round of 16. Now, in the last episode, we got our not ninth consecutive top 10, but we're about to, because Chicagoland's one of my good tracks. We got our 8th consecutive top 10 in the last episode, ending the regular season at Richmond, finishing 3rd place, which was better than our first Richmond race, the day race. And yeah, I mean, towards the end of that race, I hit the apron, but the caution came out because I had some wheel spin getting back on the track and all kinds of crap, so gave us the opportunity to, fighting back, trying to catch Kyle Busch and whoever else that was battling with him for the lead. I think it was Brad Keselowski or Clint Boyer, one of those two. And Kyle Busch, he finally got a win in the last race of the regular season. But as you can see, these are the total 8 consecutive top 10s. And before that, we got 20th at Kentucky, which really sucked. But today, Chicagoland, I know I have a really good pass here. We won at this track in the Truck Series, and then the Xfinity Series, I think we were on our way to victory, but we had a caution late in the race that caused me to lose the win because of Tyler with all the guys behind me. I guess they handled Tyler better than me or something like that back then. But also this weekend, we're going to New Hampshire. Last time we went there, we finished in 9th, but we could not accomplish that without roughing up many drivers on the track and also wrecking ourselves. We're going to be using the Credit One bank paint scheme whenever we do that race, just, for variety. We use the Target car and whenever we did that race. And my goal whenever we go to Chicagoland today is either finish in 10th or in the top 5, one or the other. I don't want to finish outside the top 10. That would be disappointing me quite a bit. Even though we are in first place in the playoff standings right now, which is the most important part. We got 41 playoff points, which pushes us in front of Kyle Busch, Truex, Jimmy Johnson, Logano, and everybody else that's up here. So, I mean, even if we don't have a few good races in the playoffs in every round, we've got ourselves quite a bit of leverage throughout the playoffs anyhow. So, nothing else to say. Let's go ahead and get to Chicago. My first video of NASCAR Heat 2 on my channel was actually at this track with a custom car. So, this video is brought to us by the game itself with this freaking t-shirt that I wear in every video of it now that I have to kiss this game's ass to succeed. And it's been working. All them freaking top 10s and good luck. Even whenever I hit the freaking apron crap, I still manage to somehow pull off the top 5 finish. But yeah, I mean, I explored the camera angles and everything whenever I released my first video of this game. I had the cockpit cam, which was actually in the thumbnail, and I had the hood cam and the rear view and all that stuff. So, I'm very excited to go racing this track knowing that I always run well at it. And to be honest, in other NASCAR games, including this one, I just have a lot of fun racing to Chicago. It's just something with me. Let's go out in qualifying and try to get a start on the inside line, which is just the most important thing with me. We'll probably be starting in the top 30 at the same time. I recall my custom car, whenever I released my first video of this game, sucking really badly because they had no good paint schemes. So really just a dark red and a dark blue with, I think, a little gray stripe or something like that. But we've gotten a lot of really great paint scheme templates since the release of this game. I'm only letting off the throttle throughout the turns a little bit because I'm not having the most perfect entries and whatever, but if you do, you can go through the corners in the Cup cars without letting off the throttle. This, I didn't really let off the throttle at all. I had the perfect angle in. Well, at least I didn't think to let off. I should know if I did, but I don't even remember. But what do we get? 28th. It's in the top 30, but it's on the outside. The thing is, we're starting the top 30, which is a good thing, so even if it does take me a while to get to the inside, at least we're starting that far up front. Keselowski and Joey Logano on the front row, so Penske's having a good day. I'm going to go see if I can get up there and ruin it. If you saw whenever we went to look at the playoff standings, Denny Hamlin and I think Eric Jones or somebody's down there with the thing of getting knocked out. We got like 3 races for each round, and right now Denny Hamlin is one of those drivers who's on his way to getting knocked out. I see him on my rearview mirror. And he's going to have to run some good races to make up for that. All I got to do is get good finishes, stay consistent. If we win, they'll immediately lock us into the next round, which would really help us out for the most part. But I have to be less concerned with races that are really difficult. If I can win this race, that'd be fantastic because I know New Hampshire's going to be a tough one. And I really like that reassurance that no matter what happens in New Hampshire, we don't have to be that worried. But green flag is out for the first stage of the race. I'm immediately pushing Boyer because I ain't got anywhere to go, but first stage is 9 laps. I just gotta find a way to the inside, but I'm gonna be patient and wait for the hole to come around for me. Big run on the outside. I think the AI are just a little easy at this track, and that's why it's so possible to finish well here in every series. But got to the inside after dropping in front of Danica Patrick. I'm trying not to run into Ricky Sanos, but he's just not going. Main focus. Don't do what I did to Richmond. Don't touch the apron. I don't think the game's gonna be very forgiving about that if I do it this time. Can use the apron at this track like they do in reality a little bit. Making 3 wide going to turn 1 and underneath Denny Hamlin. I wasn't expecting to have that big of a run, but yeah, these guys really take it a little too easy at Chicago. Dale Earnhardt Jr. playoff drivers back here, the bottom of the top half of the field. See people checking up because the guys in front of them are a little slow, and it's just slowing down the field even more. And I'm just going to the bottom lanes and taking advantage of them. I'm already moving into 14th place. Austin Dillon gets out of my way. Eric Almirola is at the bottom, losing speed. Everybody's just going slow. Getting underneath Almirola as we go into turn 1. Don't touch that apron though. Golly, this car's kind of fishtailing, but I'm trying to not hit the apron at the same time and not hit the car on the outside of me, so I got to slow down a bunch. And you see Austin Dillon close up behind me on my mirror, but we're approaching the top 10. I think we'll get a top 10 in the first stage, get some stage points and such, which would definitely be something I like. McMurray, teammates, not made the playoffs, so you really should just get out of the way. Figured he'd be that curious about everything. Okay, these guys are doing that thing where they hold the inside line to keep you from making moves, but give Daniel Suarez a big shove in the corner, but can't take advantage of it until right here. It's like he can't hold the line. He's all over the damn place. And you can tell how slow he's going that he can move side to side because I'm capable of doing it. I can feel it. Past Kenseth, the guy that we finally passed, I think, after Richmond. I think it happened after the race before that because I remember looking at the standings before the Richmond race. So yeah, we got into 4th place after Darlington, which was just one nutty race that I believe I could have won, but we didn't. And I didn't really mind that we didn't, though. We definitely could have won at Darlington, I know that much. We were just pulling away. We're the fastest driver out there. Logano, who I thought was in the lead of that Darlington race, I didn't realize while I was editing that what happened was he was a whole lap down the entire time, and he wasn't in the lead. Instead, whoever else was, I don't remember who it was that was behind Joey Logano, but that was just confusing for me. Meanwhile, I'm passing Chase Elliott to get into 4th place. Chase Elliott is pissing me off to no extent. Oh my god. They all just hold that freaking inside line. We're capable of winning the stage, to be honest, because right now we've got 4 laps to go. Next time I'll have 3 to go, and I've got to run down the back stretch. Joey Logano is sitting in 3rd, so he's having a much better race this time by us compared to what we had at Darlington for him. Kyle Busch, you're slowing down. You don't need to slow down. Brad Keselowski, who started out on the pole, is still in the lead right now. And the reason why Joey Logano is running so well right now is just because he started on the outside of him again. Okay, so yeah, let's win this first stage of the race. I can see it happening. Get some more playoff points. At least I think you still get playoff points if you're winning stages and stuff during the playoffs, but I don't even remember. I don't think I have as many playoff points as Martin Truex Jr. did going into the playoffs in 2017, but I won more races than he did during the regular season. 10 stage points for Kyle Larson, so that's a stage win. I'm pretty sure we still get playoff points during the playoffs. I was just thinking about it in my head because I know that Martin Truex Jr. was still getting stage wins and was helping him out as he went through those playoff rounds. But yeah, I can tell everybody be taking pit stops because we only got like 6 laps on fuel, coming close to 5 laps on fuel left. So pit, 2 cans of fuel, 4 tires, no repairs of damage. And to be honest, if we lose a bunch of positions under this caution, it won't matter because I just went from 28th on the outside lane to the lead in like 7 laps. So yeah, and we don't even lose any positions, so I'm just going to lead every freaking lap in this stage. Just watch. I'm going to do it. Might be assuming things. I didn't assume that I was going to win this race starting this episode, but I am now. If we don't win this race, it's going to be because of some bullshit. And we got a caution with about half the stage left to go. My plan was to make it seem as if they gave the stage to me as soon as I got to the start-finish line to start the stage, because that's kind of what it feels like. We got 9 laps left, and on field that is, 19 laps left remaining, so I don't think we'd be able to make it to the end of this race if we pitted right now. Like it freaking matters, to be honest, but no one else is pitting, so you know what? I'm not going to pit. I'm going to be like the rest of this field and be smart. It seems like that was only the only guy that pitted, but I don't think they ended the second stage early. I didn't see the thing on the screen. I know you didn't either. Yeah, we got a 1 lap dash to the finish. Our tires are a little worn after that run, but we know it. I'm not going to be skipping to the end of the stage now because we've got this 1 lap and worn tires might take a toll on this. Don't you take away the stage win. I want 10 more points. That'd be 20 freaking points I get, and we're not even, winning the actual race yet. So we have Joey Logano and Martin Truex Jr. right behind us, and who else we have here? Jimmy Johnson and Keselowski. Just get off the throttle so I can hold that bottom lane. Yeah, even on these worn tires, these guys are not competent, so maybe they need to be a little more worn for them to actually be able to compete with me. And 2 stage wins. Now, Let's just get the freaking sweepstakes and win the entire freaking race, and that'd be a total of the maximum possible amount of points you can get in a race in this game, which is, I guess, 60 points? So, yeah, I mean, winning this race and also getting them 60 points would have me locking myself in the next round and also getting the playoff points for winning the stages, too. Okay, so now we're all going to be taking pit stops, 2 cans of fuel, 4 tires, and no repairs. Let me guess, they're going to try some kind of strategy. We get sent back to only 18th. The outside, but like I said, you just saw me start the race from 28th and pass every car in 7 laps. So I'm expecting to have the lead within the next 5 laps, but at least there's some content from this point on. The video will be really freaking short because there ain't nothing to do aside from lead the race once I pass them 27 cars. Now I'm making it 3 wide. This game is not going to stop me from winning this race, I'll tell you that much. Now we're making it practically 4 wide. I don't know whether I should call that 4 wide or not, though. Got Matt Kenseth on my outside. I'm trying not to cause a wreck. Oh my god, Matt Kenseth, you gotta keep it off the wall and off of me. I'm taking my time, not trying to get to the inside before it's too soon. I can go on the outside of Dale Earnhardt Jr. I've been on the outside in a 3 wide situation before whenever I first got this game. I think I showed that whenever I went to the quick race mode, whatever it is. When I first got the game for that Chicago video. Way on the outside going through the corner. Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets off the throttle because he doesn't want to be in the middle coming off of turn 2. I don't blame him. It's a really intense freaking video for one of the easiest tracks to race at in this entire season, in my opinion. I want to get that win. Be my 7th win of the season. Could have been my 8th if we won at Darlington, to be honest. But I think I can say that about a few other races that we've done in this season. Oh man, that happened so many freaking times in the Xfinity Series where I almost won a race, but then it got stripped away from me. I think it happened like 3 damn times. To be honest, it's both the championships in the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series that they just stripped away from us. There was nothing I could have done about it. It's just how the pit stops are handled. We're going to finally get to the inside, come off turn 2 and pull ahead of Eric Jones. I don't know how many times I've been confusing Eric Jones for Matt Kenseth because of the switch of the 20 car in 2018. But hopefully not too much. I don't think I have in this race. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're in the top 10. And I guess I was wrong about getting to the lead in 5 laps. I think this will be our 5th lap right here of the stage. Maybe our 4th. I'm not even keeping track. All I know is I'm passing cars very fast. Kevin Harvick just brake checked me. I felt it. My car got all jiggly and crap and vibrated. Chase Elliott having a fantastic run at Chicagoland. What was it? Back in 2016? Either that or 2017. I swear it was 2016. He was on his way to victory at this track. And then there was a caution. And they had a restart, and Truex won it. To be honest, the idea of Truex winning a race in any track just feels like it happened in 2017. So I think it was in 2017 that Chase Elliott almost won at this track, and well, then it didn't happen. I could be wrong about anything. It's just so many freaking times where Chase Elliott finishes runner-up or just almost wins a race and then doesn't. It's like I can't keep track of what year it is when it happened, but at this point, it's been like 10 races that Chase Elliott could have won, and he hasn't won a single one. God, that stupid fucking Martinsville race last year. Stupid damn night race. It would be wonderful if they had the night race at Martinsville in this game, but they don't. Meanwhile, I've taken the lead from Martin Truex Jr. Making contact because they're being aggressive holding that bottom lane, and I ain't taking it, but can't blame you, I suppose. How many laps we got left? Oh my god, this time by, I think we're going to have 6 laps left, so I'll see you guys, hopefully at the checkered flag. No cautions in between. Oh my god! There you go. He's about to lap Elliott Sadler. I think he was coming off pit road to repair damages or something. We got 6 laps in fuel, 4 laps remaining, so I know we're going to be able to make it to the end from this point on. I don't know what the caution was for. Evidently, Elliott Sadler wasn't having any issues after whatever he had off of pit road. Let's get out here. And, of course, we're still in the lead. We got overtime, so that means this is going to be a green-white checkered. We got Martin Truex Jr. next to us. I don't think my tires are as worn as they were at that previous restart a while ago during stage 2. So, here we go, guys. Let's win this race. If you got any cars to pass, we just pull up in front of Truex so we didn't get any runs on the outside of me or something. They're 3 wide behind me, by the way. I think it's like Daniel Suarez in his 19 car in the middle of that situation. It's an orange car, that's all I can tell you. Let me just click this darn thing and confirm it. Yep, it's Casey Kane is in there as well, but there's Daniel Suarez, Jimmy Johnson. What the hell happened to Truex? I thought Truex was right there, and the next thing you know, I look at the leaderboard and he's gone. Okay. Kamikaze Games is not going to like that restart. Okay then, white flag, 1 lap to go. Really just going to coast away. We're going to finally get our 7th win of the season. They throw a caution that should not end the race well, you should end the race on the caution. It should not do that thing where you get another freaking restart because of the last lap, and that's not how it works. You can't just have another freaking restart. So, yeah, this is all ours for the taking. I was just thinking, this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 400, and I know it was that race because you had that caution that Chase Elliott couldn't win the race with was because of some freaking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle paint scheme car breaking down. So I swear it was 2017, but at the same time, I don't know if they had the same race with that name in 2016. So I'm just like really pissed off that I can't figure out which year it was, but it just has to be 2017, right? After completely dominating that race, winning the first, second, and final stage, we lock ourselves into the next round of the playoffs immediately. And Casey Kane, someone that is in the playoffs because of his win that happened a while back in the championship, he finishes in third place. So somehow Casey Kane is on his way to making the round of 8. Or I think the round of 12. I think that's how they do it in the Cup Series. Round of 16 and round of 12. I said round of 8 because I was trying to cut it in half. But Elliott Sadler finishes in last place, and looks like nobody got a DNF even though he was way behind. I don't know what happened with him. Maybe he had like a blown tire or something and he got down pit road and they didn't throw a caution for it. But yeah, I have no clue what the caution would have been for because it definitely wasn't him. Gano second, and looks like a bunch of drivers that really needed to finish well in this race to stay competent throughout the playoffs didn't finish that well. I want to see where Truex did because I haven't seen him in there yet. 10th place, so golly, he was right behind me and then just dropped way back there. Matt Kenseth 18th. It's like these guys were so consistent in the regular season, and now it's all gone. Their consistency is just over with. Now the playoffs begun. They're just handing this championship to me, I guess. Okay, and then you've got the playoff standings. Golly, that's a very big overlay on the screen, but yeah, I've advanced, of course. They gave us 7 playoff points for that, so I guess I got 5 playoff points for winning the race and 2 for winning the stages. So yeah, you still get playoff points, and we're quite a ways in front of these guys. That's really going to help me out as we go through the next rounds. And playoff points can help you make the Final Four even if you're not consistent enough, to be honest. And of course, victory lane. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
That wasn't embarrassing at all. But, of course, we ran the fastest lap in here with a 29.906. Most laps led 26 laps, even though we kept getting sent to the back and having to come back up front again. And we were on the move. We started 28th and got the win. And to top it all off, Kyle Busch gets the tough break, starting 3rd and finishes 23rd. Wow, this was the most perfect race day all season. Granted, a little boring, for a driver. I can imagine someone just saying that was the most perfect race day ever. People come up to you and ask you, what's your favorite cookie cutter 1.5 mile track? Most people respond, I don't know, they all fucking suck. That's true, but my favorite is Chicagoland Speedway, because that was so satisfying, I can't even put it to words. But anyhow, tomorrow we're going to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the New England 300, which is going to be the second race of the round of 16, and now that we're locked into the next round, we don't have to put up that much of a fight, but still, I want to go out there and see if I can win one of the stages, if not both of them, because that's something I've known possible after doing a quick race before we did the last New Hampshire race. And if we get them, we get some playoff points. If you look in the standings right here, we have 48 because we just gained 7 after doing the Chicagoland race. You saw that a while ago. And, of course, if you look at the playoff standings right here, it's got the advanced thing. We already looked at all this right here, but, yeah, that's all been said. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the Magic Mile. That's that, and episode over.